So, usually I don't make videos on AAA games as it's not really why I created my channel. But today I will be making an exception as Metal Gear Solid 5 has left me so baffled it took me 30 plus hours to figure out if I liked it or not. Well, do I? I'll get to that. Metal Gear Solid 5 seems like a game where everyone over at Konami was like, these fucking gamers are never happy with what we put out, so let's give them exactly what they want. But instead of acting like adults and filtering out all the awful suggestions submitted from the Reddit PC Master Race community, they chose to include them and force you to use them like you got caught smoking and your parents made you finish off the carton to teach you a lesson. I mean, come on, it almost feels like Konami's fucking with us. Look, I'll just show you. I'll do my best not to include any spoilers, but if you're super anal about not wanting to see images and missions past wherever you are, it's probably best to leave. Okay, in no particular order. Fan complaint number 1. More cinematics and more cinematic actions. Now, as I've mentioned before, this is sort of a double-edged sword. When you're sitting through cinematics, sure, you're getting a better understanding of the world and your motivation, all that good stuff, but you're also not exactly playing the game. In Metal Gear Solid 5, at the beginning and end of every fucking mission, there are credits. Like, names of people who worked on the game, but also like names of the NPCs and set pieces you encountered. Like, okay, seriously, they're definitely fucking with us here. They're thinking, oh, these stupid kids want cinematics, we'll just give them, like, the most boring aspect of any movie, right? I honestly cannot believe in good conscience someone thought this was a good game option. And yeah, you can skip it, but why would they include it? It's just ridiculous. And let me tell you firsthand, the only reason people want their name in the credits is so that they can get another job off it, and I'm pretty sure the fucking Sahelanthropist isn't getting any more work out of this. Fan complaint number 2. More realistic NPCs. Okay, says Konami, you want more realistic NPCs? Well, here you go. Get ready to micromanage every single fucking person you have working for you. Now, I'm busy shooting baddies in the face and arranging their corpses into compromising positions. I don't have time to select where everybody sleeps, works, shits, or otherwise. And worst of all, they get fucking lonely. Yeah, look at me, Big Boss Solid Snake saving the world from giant fucking mutant-controlled nuke-launching robots, and I have to stop halfway through to go have a chat with every single employee under my command to keep them from fighting each other. Fucking hell, I am not your mother, and you're supposed to be badass mercenaries. Didn't I just kidnap you? You were shooting kids, and now I have to come chat with you? And speaking of NPCs, fan complaint number 3, buddies and abilities. In the beginning, you get a horse. Okay, cool, it's faster than walking, appears when you call, shits on command, neat. And then you get a dog. Okay, cool, I guess. It spots enemies for you, distracts groups, attacks on command. Okay, well, that's kind of cool, I guess. And then you get the lady. Okay, she sits high up and spots enemies like the dog, but also snipes and covers you sometimes like the dog, only sort of, and only from specific locations, which is neat, I guess. And then you get the robot legs. And they're faster than walking, but not really, with more guns, and there's some kind of driving mechanic that doesn't work? Why? Okay, here's where I draw the line. You can shoot any gun from horseback, so other than a little extra firepower, what's the point of the legs? I get how each buddy is supposed to be implemented, but what's the point of having highly specialized buddies when 99% of the missions are in the same big-ass desert? And yes, obviously each buddy has their own colossal assortment of skins and weapons and otherwise that, yes, you guessed it, have to be equipped individually and manually. Which brings us nicely to fan complaint 4, more core game interactivity. Now, usually this means weapon customization or even character customization if you're lucky, but not in Metal Gear Solid 5. Oh no. You have to customize everything down to the color of your transport helicopter. And I hope you're good at multitasking, because get ready to memorize key bindings like you're playing 3 games of StarCraft at once on one keyboard. I shudder to think how console gamers would have to target an aerial smokescreen while instructing Quiet to trank a target while scanning an area for smart people to abduct like some kind of big game hunter crossed with a talent scout. And don't even get me started on the micromanaging you have to do. Research specific weapons, but only if your research team is high enough level, and it won't be until you kidnap more smart people from the wild, but only in certain areas of smartness after all. If you need a gunsmith, you don't hire an interior decorator. Shit, this is starting to get a little too real. Granted, hiring people with a chokehold and Fulton extraction is generally frowned upon. My god, I've seen network scan utilities less cluttered than the GUI in this game. And there's nothing wrong with interactivity, but everything in one single hard-to-navigate menu is just, well, it's just silly. But don't you worry, the gameplay is wicked realistic. Except in all the wrong places. Okay, let's put down our collective pitchforks for just a minute and think. Something I hear all the time is people wanting more realistic games. I can tell you right now, you don't actually. You want to know what a realistic game looks like? 12 hours of driving in an up-armored Humvee over a pothole-covered dirt road just to get wherever you're going and watch the Air Force carpet bomb a village of shepherds. That's realistic. But no, the kids want better game physics and more realistic weapons and freeform vehicles. Well, Metal Gear Solid 5 delivers. You can drive tanks, jeeps, and robot legs, provided you stole them in the first place. Yep, you heard me right. You can't just have a tank whenever you want one. You wanted realistic. Do you think the real world you can just snap your fingers and have the military send you a tank to use and then abandon after your mission? Not in this realistic game, Sonny. You gotta work for your tanks. Oh, and because you wanted realistic, we're gonna charge you for the retrieval and the delivery, because you don't expect the computer-controlled NPCs who work the Fulton extraction to do it for free, do ya? And finally, a fan complaint that even I am guilty of. Games today aren't long enough. Well, I suppose Metal Gear Solid 5's proved me wrong. AAA titles can be long. They can also be repetitive. Every single mission has either been kill or extract some dude, vehicles, or supplies. Look, any schmuck can make a game longer through repetitive means. Come on, get creative. How about a mission where you have to impersonate the general's daughter in order to gain information on his favorite fast food location? Or a mission where a school bus is accidentally targeted by an aerial strike and you have to hijack the bus out of harm's way while kids throw juice boxes at the back of your head and cry. But no, dude needs killing, go do that. Or dude needs to live a little bit longer, chop chop. Come on guys, mix it up. I could make this video into a feature-length movie if I repeated it 50 times. Oh, man, I just can't put my finger on if I like Metal Gear Solid 5 or not. I must, because I keep playing it, but then after a couple hours I get bored and shut it down and then start it back up the next day. It's definitely not all bad. I'd even go so far as to say the story is excellent. It's just so hard for me to take seriously. Some missions are too easy and some are just hard as fuck, and it's all packaged together in this weirdly goofy, satiric, funny at times, other times deadly serious and sad, and it's just so bizarre. And maybe if I beat the game, I'd have a better grasp of if I liked it or not, but I'm already like 30 plus hours in, and like 23 or 24% done the campaign, and I just don't have the time. I'm busy, and Fallout 4 is going to be out in 8 or 9 days, and I've already scheduled basically a whole week off of work to do that. So, yeah, I don't know. This is kind of like a side point, but Fallout 4 had better be fucking incredible with all this hype that Bethesda's pushing into it. Like, I swear to God, if Bethesda, if you fuck me on this, I may never trust you again. I won't buy Dishonored 2. I'll pirate it or something. Don't you screw me on this. Oh, Jesus Christ, this fucking, I don't know. You know, it's like a good game if a good game was made by idiots. Oh, I don't know, man. Oh, this video is going to be long as shit. All right, fuck it. Have a really good day. Seriously, yeah, just relax, enjoy the weekend. Have, fun at school or work. Just try to, be happy. Be happy for me, because I'm not. I'm generally not very happy this time of year. So, how about that baseball thing that's been happening? I hear that's gone pretty well. Oh, Christ. I think it's gonna make some toast.